Hey, 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 everyone. Good morning. Oh, the things are thangin'. All right, let me just make sure I got this turned down. That way we're not getting two types of music going on. All right. Hey, Stephanie. Good morning, love. Can I just say how obsessed I am with the pictures from your weekend? Oh my God. Emerald green is Stephanie Sikora's color. Let it be known to the world. It's like, holy shit. Fucking gorgeous. Fucking gorgeous. Oh my God, Sarah Haase. What? Can't contain my excitement. Oh, yes. Yes. I'm so happy. What a treat. What a treasure. I know. It's been so long. But I'm glad I have you when I have you. You know what I mean? I'm just glad to have you here. How is life, everybody? How are we doing? I feel like this last week went by so fast. I'm kind of like, why is it going faster? I really do feel like the weeks are going faster. Oh, I want to connect to this. I want to connect to this. Whew. Whew. Yeah. I can't stay because school, but happy Monday. Halloween countdown begins. Yes, Holly. Sorry you can't say, but just thank you for checking in and saying hello. That's so sweet. Holly, if anything, I'm just glad that you're here to witness what my left eyebrow is doing. Look at this thing today. I turned on my camera and I was like, I did it today. I really drew my eyebrows pretty well. I don't know if my other one is as gloriously arched, but just pretend that it is. Even though you can't see it, just pretend that it is. These guys are sisters, they're not cousins. So I'm going to give it some more time. I know we're right at class time. We've got 5 people in already. So I like to just always give people a couple of seconds. Man, this last week was so awesome. I was able to teach a bunch of classes, including Goth Bar again. I was so excited to teach that class again. Normally I was teaching it on like Friday nights, but it was leaving out this like entire portion of people that like to take my classes with me. So I started to do it Saturday morning, and oh my God, there were so many people that came in. It's been a while since I had a Zoom class with like, over 20 people in class. It was so awesome. So if you were there this weekend, thank you so much for coming. It really means a lot to like have you guys show up for class. Truly, it makes me feel like, yes, this is good. I'm heading in the right direction. Even one is a success story. Holly, I agree. One well-drawn eyebrow, right? Not all of us can be as talented as Sarah Haase. She's here. She's one of my amazing friends, an artist. She is so incredible. Her talent like blows me away. Anytime I'm in the presence of some Sarah Haase art, you can look her up on Instagram. I'm always like, yes, this person is a genius. So we're just trying, I know normally I show up to these Monday streams a little sleepy, and kind of like, usually no makeup. But today I just felt like getting my shit together because I have a lot of goals I want to accomplish today. And I don't want to be trying to, do a little dibbity dab at like at 11:30. That's too late. Like if it's past 11 a.m. and I haven't put on makeup, makeup is not going on, okay? It's before 10 a.m. or nothing. I just love you, Sarah, okay? I just want to gas my friends up, okay? Aw, Miss Metaphysical Netta, thank you, my love. We were just discussing how I drew a really great eyebrow this morning, so glad you're here to see it. All right, it's already 3 minutes into our time, so I always like to just give people a few seconds to hop in. So welcome, happy Monday, welcome back to Power Movement. I taught a lot last week, so that's what's up, yeah. I taught a lot last week and took some classes finally because I've been meaning to okay, it's time to become a student more, get back into my own personal practice, which I always feel like the more I'm a student, the better teacher that I am. I know some of you teach your own things, so I'm sure that you can fully agree, right? So for today, I want to do a little bit of everything, yeah? Standing, balancing, stretching, strength, and know that if at any time you're like, wow, this is really challenging for me, you can always take a break. I know there's always the urge to okay, this is just a stream. I'm just gonna go. Why would I stay? But know that you can always just sit, take a break, sip some water, and then hop back in when you feel ready, yeah? All right, let's talk about what we need. All right, so I haven't really cleaned up from Goth Bar. I removed the ball and the weights, but as you can see, it still looks there's just stuff everywhere down below me. So there's blocks strewn about. We're gonna use those blocks for today. If grabbing your own foot is difficult to do from any position, like standing, then you might also want to include having a strap, okay? So that can be really, really awesome. For class playlist today, I'm actually going to just go with my Spotify day list. I don't know if you guys are on Spotify at all, but my day list is so cute. I'll show it to you, and then maybe you want to use your own. But today mine is Dream Pop Showwave Monday Morning. And it's playing this amazing song, this amazing cover of Billy Idol's Eyes Without a Face by Marshall. And I'm like, oh, I'm so glad that it showed me this song. Save. Maybe I'll add it to my Halloween playlist because it's just so cute. All right, let's get after it, kiddos. I'll get rid of my little corner face, and then we'll get going. I say we start standing. It just feels like a stand and meet yourself kind of day. That's at least how I'm feeling. All right, so I'm gonna stick these blocks towards the top because I always need them at the top of my mat. Oh, did you guys just hear that? My hips just popped with the loudest of percussive pops. All right. Wow, I just got a little dizzy standing up. That's a good sign. All right. So once you find yourself at the top of your mat in your standing position, we're just gonna start with our breath, right? I always think about any type of movement practice as a sort of ritual, right? And each position, each shape, each breath, each transition, a little piece of that ritual, yeah? And to me, rituals are about moving energy, sending energy, receiving energy. So if there's something that you in particular need to take into yourself, send outside of yourself, send to somebody specifically, to a specific group, like I always say, make that happen for you, yeah? And let these initial moments of breathing, of grounding, be like that opening series, that opening sequence to creating that sense of energy movement around you. Take 3 more. And when you take your last exhale, we'll drop your chin towards your chest. And like a wave crashing, we'll slowly start to fold downwards. When you make it all the way down towards your forward fold position, lengthen out through your spine, press your hands into your shins, halfway lift. And with your exhale, forward fold. Soft knees, let's reverse that roll down. With your inhale, let's lift up your chin, open up your throat. And with your exhale, we'll bring the chin back towards your chest and repeat this process again. When we go through the next one, we're gonna add on a little bit. So first inhale, halfway lift. And then with your exhale, fold soft knees, roll it all the way up. This time with your inhale, with the chin lifting up, we'll reach our arms up. And with your exhale, chin back towards your chest, we'll roll back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with your exhale, fold. Nice. Last time through, we'll roll it all the way up. Lifting your chin to the sky, lifting our arms to the sky. Inhale, breath. And with your exhale, neutralize the head. Take your arms into a goalpost position now. Squeeze your buns, lengthen your tailbone. Inhale, take a little back bend. And with your exhale, forward fold, take it down. Let's go into your halfway lift, lengthen out spine. And then we'll plant your hands and step back into a high plank position. Now, I like to think of our high planks as a blueprint for all things, your down dogs, your tabletops. So once you get your hands spread out nice and wide, your arms in that slight bit of external rotation, we'll lean forward into the toes. Notice my shoulders are not moving past my wrists, and then we'll tap our knees down to the ground. Good. Press and lift it back up into a high plank. Lower and tap your knees to the ground. And then lift your knees back up. Let's try that 3 more times. Lower and tap. And lift. Jesus Christ, my core. Oh, God. Ooh. All right, let's lower our knees to the ground and keep them there. Untuck the toes. Open up your heart space to the front of the space. And then push into the ground, round your spine. Good. Move through your cat-cows here. And if you want, you can even add in a little bit of shifting forwards and backwards. I'm going to stretch out the tops of my wrists too. Let's just let this moment be a general kind of get your movement in, yeah? There's particular wrist stretches, spine warm-ups you want to take. I'll let you guys take like 60 seconds here to do that. Oh, wow. The bottoms of my hands really need it too. This is one thing that I really like to do. I keep my fingertips on the ground, but I lift up the heels of my hands and kind of move around. You can even peel up those bottom knuckles a little bit. Really get a stretch into the hands. If you use your hands a lot for work, I know this group runs the gamut. We've got a baker, we have, musicians, artists, right? People that work from home on computers. Stretching out your hands is so, so essential. Ooh. All right. And then once you finish off all of those little warm-ups for your spine, your hips, your hands, your shoulders, we'll meet back in this neutral position to bring your right arm up towards the sky. And exhale, thread the needle. Right shoulder and ear comes down towards the ground. So I love thread the needle, but sometimes I want a little bit more from it. So if that's you, here's what we'll do. We'll extend your left leg back behind you. Notice my toes are tucked, my knee is lift, hips are mad square. Heel can lift up and you can turn this into a balance. Good, last 3. Last 2. Whew. And then 1, we'll bring the knee back down, press into the left hand, bring yourself back up, spin open into your side plank. Let's just open up the shoulders with some circles here. My right one is always the mad crunchy. All right, we'll bring it back down, tabletop, other side. Left arm reaches out to the side or up, and then we'll thread it, left shoulder, left ear down towards the ground. Good, and then right leg can extend back, toe is tucked. And then we'll lift and find our balance. Find this as an opportunity to really get some engagement into that back line through the glutes and through the legs. All right, we'll bring it back down. We'll press ourselves back open. Modified side plank, take those circles with the arms. And we'll reverse. And then we'll take it back to tabletop position. We'll use one more inhale to reach the heart forward, and your exhale to tuck your toes and send it back into downward facing dog. It's our first one of our morning, our afternoon, maybe even our evening, depending on where you are. And you can pedal through your legs, shift from side to side, play through the length and the side of the body before we take this through a flow. Inhale, we'll lift heels. Exhale, we'll bend knees. Inhale, travel to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. And with your exhale, forward fold. Rise up to standing position, inhale. And with your exhale, forward fold, take it down. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, let's plant our hands and move through to our stomachs. Lower all the way down to your stomach. Inhale, show me your low cobras. So heart space elevates, head elevates, shoulder blades squeeze together, tops of the feet press onto the ground. Keep that lift, keep that length in the neck for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower down, tuck your toes. Either push up to tabletop and then back to down dog, or push up into a high plank and back into downward facing dog. Reset, breath in. And breath out. Lift up your heels, bend your knees, see the front, travel to the front. If you stepped on the other side, try to step with the opposite foot. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, forward fold, take it back down. Halfway lift, inhale. And then we'll plant our hands, again, stepping back. And we'll lower down to our stomach again. Walk the hands back a little bit further and ensure that your feet are hip width distance or more. We're gonna go for a cobra again, but try to create a little more height, yeah? So we'll press into tops of the feet, elevate through the heart space and the head space, squeeze the shoulder blades Good. Now apply some pressure into your hands. Good. Feel those muscles engage all along the back line, those erectors. Maybe even push a little bit more. Feel the buns engage. 3. Good. 2. And 1. Lower back down. Same thing. You can push through tabletop or tuck. Push up, high plank. Exhale back into downward facing dog. We got one more like that. We'll lift up our heels, bend our knees. Let's see if we can hop to the front now. Halfway lift, and with your exhale, fold. Rise up to standing, big breath in. And with your exhale, forward fold, take it down. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. And with your exhale, let's hop back into a mid plank, or you can step back and meet us there. We'll hold this mid plank for 3. Good, hold it for 2. And 1, take it all the way down. Hands are again pretty far back behind you, but not past a 90 degree, yeah? We're gonna prog load up into our upward facing dog. So press into the tops of the feet, lift up your head and your heart, and then start to slowly push into the hands. The thighs will be the last thing to come up, pressing through the arms straight. Tops of the thighs lift, buns squeeze, heart space opens, last 3. Good, last 2. And 1, we'll take it back into our downward facing dog. Breaths in, breaths out. Inhale, lift up your heels, bend your knees, see the front. Again, let's travel to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. And with your exhale, fold. Inhale, chair position. Bend into your knees, sweep your arms towards the upper hand corner of your space. And with your exhale, sit a little bit deeper and sweep your arms back behind you. Nice. Let's rise up to a standing position with your right leg lifting. And I want you to take your hands towards your heart space into a prayer position. Bend into your standing leg a bit. Cross this right leg behind you. Good. So you're on this kind of, I don't know, curtsy-ish lunge prep position almost, yeah? We'll press through both of our legs, interlace, and push our flipped palms up towards the sky. So just get a lot of space through the front line of the body. Nice. We'll rebend into our front knee, hands back to heart, chair position. And then we'll press up to standing on the other side. Left leg lifts. Nice. Hands come towards your heart center. Same thing, work your cross back. Interlace, push, and press. Just work length all through the front line of the body. Great, back to center, chair position, hands at heart center. Let's take some little pulses with our hips. Good, little pulsing squats. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold, take it down. Lengthen out through your half lift. Good, chaturangas, again, you can work through your jump backs here. So when I'm doing jump backs, just because I didn't really explain it before, and I feel like when you start diving into more advanced topics, people are just throwing them out, assuming that everybody knows how to do it, but why not talk about how to do it? So I like to think about pushing and almost like I'm catting my upper back, yeah? Now, as I'm pushing into the ground and catting my upper back, also my heels have lifted and my knees have bent, right? This almost looks like prep, right? For our crow position. I mean, truly all other inversions as well. Now from here, I hop, bending my elbows to catch myself, upward facing, and then downward facing dog, lifting up your hips. Really nice. Right leg is going to lift, hip is gonna open, knee is going to bend. Let's get some circles into this right leg. And we'll circle it out into the other direction. We'll square everything off, lengthening through the right leg, and we'll go right knee towards your nose, stepping through into a low lunge position. Virabhadrasana 1, or Warrior 1. So first order of business, turning my left toes out and anchoring my entire back foot to the ground. Lift up, stack, shoulders above your hips, arms reach up overhead. Lengthen through the tailbone underneath you. Good, feeling those little micro adjustments really change the stretch through the hip flexor, potentially even the outer thigh, outer calf, outer ankle. Breath in. With your exhale, take your hands down to the ground and adjust into pyramid position. Blocks can be really helpful in pyramid if you're feeling really tight. Even if you're not feeling very tight, I like using them in this position regardless. So both of your toes are facing forwards. We'll take an inhale with a long spine. And with your exhale, melt your heart space down towards the shin. Good, lengthen out through your spine. See if you can lift up both of your heels, so it's like you're on your little Barbie toes. Hi, Barbie. And we'll pivot both heels towards the left long corner or long edge of your mat, and we're gonna walk ourselves over to the right-hand side. Now, when I'm here, I know we've done a lot of cat-cow things, right? I like to think cow position. So I like to think back bend and length to get into the outside of my hip. You can stay here, or you can add a little bit, keeping left hand on your block or ground, reaching the right arm up, and then taking it into a twist. Opening up your heart space, reaching up with that right hand. Last 3, last 2, and 1. We'll take the hand back down to the block. We'll walk ourselves back towards the front, pivoting through those high heels. Lower the heel, step left foot towards the front, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. You can work those jump back techniques again. Pushing, pressing. Upward facing. And with your exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Exhale, hip opens. Play and move through this hip a little bit. Oh, circling it out in the other direction. And then we'll square it off, lengthening through the leg, and exhale, we'll step it through low lunge. Prep for a Warrior 1, I like to step out, anchor that entire foot, and then rise and stack, arms reaching up and overhead. Now the urge for me too, right, is to create a back bend here. Yeah, this is what's hiding under my big shirt. But I want to try to lengthen the tailbone underneath me and commit to the bend in my front knee without compromising my connection of the ground here. Take your inhale. Exhale, bring hands down to the ground and get set up into pyramid pose. So a slight adjustment there with the feet. Hands can come onto their blocks. I want to lengthen out here. Breath in. And then exhale, melt the heart space down towards the earth. Nice, let's lengthen out through the spine. Show me your Barbie feet. And then pivot toes towards that left long edge. Move your way towards the center. Now again, think cow position through the spine. So you're really trying to create some length here. You can stay, reach the left arm towards the back of your space, or even open up your heart towards the back. My feet are super active too. I'm flexing like hell through those feet. Nice, and then we'll return hands down onto those blocks. Pivot your way towards the front through those Barbie feet. Step the right foot forward. Nice, forward fold, take it down. Prep for your jump back. Push, really round through the spine, bend, and hop. Upward facing dog. And with your exhale, downward facing dog, lift those hips up and back. Shake out the head a little no. And give it a little shake, shake, yes. Let's move deeper through that series. Heels high, bend your knees, look at the front, travel to the front. Yeah. Know that also anytime you're doing these travels, what I like to work on are my handstand techniques. I'm always thinking, how can I get a little upside down time? Halfway lift, and with your exhale, fold. Chair position, bend into your knees, sweep the arms upper hand corner. Exhale, sweep the arms back behind you. Inhale, rise up to standing. Right leg lifts up, hands come towards heart center. Nice, let's take that same cross step back behind you, but let's see if you can work it further back. Lengthen out through the legs, push, press the palms up and overhead. Good, and then we'll bring it back towards center chair position, hands at heart space. Nice, sweep them back behind you, rise up to standing, left leg lifts. Nice, exhale, big step behind you, hands come towards heart center. Push, press, pull. Nice, let's take it back to our chair position, hands at heart center. Round 2 of these pulses. Down and up, down and up. Good, y'all, we're already halfway through class. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward fold position. Prep time, either for another jump back or starting to play with crow. Bakasana. Really, really fun intro arm balance / inversion. All that technique we've been working with our upper back here helps, yeah? And even if you're just wanting to build some strength here, but you're not wanting to actually go into crow position, you can work it right here from your halfway lift. So I like to think about creating again that protraction across my shoulders, pushing into my shin bones with my hands. You can even do it with your blocks, grabbing them on high levels, pushing and pressing. Yeah. Love doing this. Oh. Or you can work the technique from the ground, of course, right? So hands come down, heels lift, knees bend. Protracted upper body, bending into the elbows and creating the inversion. So however you want to play, I'll give you like 10 more seconds. Know that this is a great opportunity to also practice your jump backs, yeah? So from that crow position, right, you essentially move into like that mid plank and hop the legs back. Upward facing, nice. With your exhale, downward facing dog. All right, guys, we're gonna move through our main flow and then we'll take a main break. I got you, I got you. Right leg is gonna lift, hip is gonna open. Knee bends, either you keep it right here or you drop it back behind you for your flipped position. Nice. Let's sweep it around. Bring your right knee to your left tricep and extend the leg out to the side. Fallen triangle. Let's return. Right leg reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, knee towards your nose, step through to your low lunge. Inhale, warrior 1 position. Arms reach up towards the sky. With your exhale, move it into your pyramid pose. Take an inhale, long spine. With your exhale, really fold and melt towards that right leg. Lengthen out through the spine again. Maybe you lift up your heels, work that twist. This is our last time moving through this one. You can stick, you can stay, you can add in the twist. Right arm reaching up. Nice. Now let's release, work our way back through center, but continue our motion towards the left-hand side and pivot into kind of almost a wide-legged fold, but more so leaning towards this right leg. So let's bend into that right knee a little bit. Hands can be on the ground, or you can snatch your blocks up for this next exercise. Push into the right foot, bring your body weight towards it, and lift your left leg out towards the side. Nice. Lower the left foot down towards the right, and then back out towards the side again. Down, out, down, out. Last 5, 4, 3. Nice, 2. And 1. Big step out to the side, wide-legged fold position. And then either a lateral lunge or skandasana. Nice. Now this is going to be a bit of a challenging transition right here. I want you to take a breath in. With your exhale, we push into warrior 2. So press through your left foot and then turn the right toes towards the right-hand side. They should kind of already be almost set up there, unless of course you're working from your lateral lunge. Flip your right palm up towards the sky, reverse warrior. And with your exhale, side angle. Let's work the right arm down and your left arm high. You can stay right here or start to work a half bind, even a full bind, reaching the right arm underneath you and opening up your heart space. Keep working, keep breathing. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Let's release the arms. Bring yourself back up to your warrior 2. Inhale, reverse triangle. Right arm reaches up and back. And with your exhale, triangle position. Right arm down, left arm high. This top hip wants to wrap up and back behind you. Nice. Bring it all the way up to a stacked position. Turn your toes towards that long edge of your mat again and work into your wide-legged position once more. Now on this one, you can hang out a little bit longer, shifting your hips maybe a little side to side, or even playing with some more inversions here. Yeah, my head is really close to the ground. So this is a great moment to play with headstands. Yeah, maybe you want to work through handstand presses. You're feeling like you're jonesing for those. Same thing. Remember what we've been doing all class? Playing with those contracted positions. I'm not sure if you can, I'm not really angled enough to see it in the mirror, but push press. So I'll give you about 10 more seconds to play. Great. And when we're done playing, we'll move back towards the front of our mat. I'm kind of landed in this wider position here. I want us to work into side plank, but with options, yeah? So you can go hand on right shin, left knee down, right? You can just move into a side plank however you like, but I want to give us some free time to play into that side plank, yeah? Open hip positions. I'm kind of doing like a tree version. This is nice. Sometimes I even like to take this into like a back bend. I like to rotate through the foot, right? This is like our flip dog, but then bringing in the balance. It's a lot easier when I'm a bit closer. Shorten up the distance. Oh. All right, when you're done playing with that side plank, moving through your high to mid, upward facing, and exhale, downward facing dog. Wow, strong, powerful, holy shit. Let's do that on the other side. Left leg lifts, hip opens. Let's drop the left foot back behind you and push, right? Your flip dog position. We'll bring it back around. Left knee to right tricep, kick the leg out to the side. Rotate through, fallen triangle. All right, bring it around. Left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, step through low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Good. With your exhale, take it into your triangle position. Lengthen through, and then melt it down. We'll lift, pivot on those little Barbie feet. Our last round through this twist. You can stay. You can also bring right hand to the ground, open it up into that twist. Nice. We'll release. We'll pivot around. If you use blocks like me on the other side, bring them with you, yeah? We're pivoting all the way over to the other side. Now, most of my energy is moving towards this left leg, yeah? Blocks come with me. Let's lift this right leg out to the side. Good. Lower down and open out to the side. So like a tilt position or a fire hydrant from hell, yeah? Those outer glutey booties. 5. Good. 4. 3, 2, and 1. Take a big step towards the middle. Nice. Either move into a lateral lunge to your right or all the way down into a skandasana. So my right knee is bent, my left leg is long towards the front, okay? Now here comes that tricky transition again. Inhale, breath. Exhale, push all the way through to your warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Left arm down, right arm high. Lots of options here to work with that I offered. Half binds, full binds. If you're working that full bind, do try to lean in towards the leg and open up through your heart space as much as you can. Last 3. Last 2. And let's open it up on 1. Take it back to your warrior 2. Inhale, reverse triangle. Nice. Exhale, triangle position. Left arm down, right arm high. Take your breaths in, and with your exhale, let's bring it all the way back up again. Pivot your way through center, wide-legged fold. Good, again. Opportunity number 2, to play with your inversions from this wider set position. That can look like your headstands, right? If you're feeling really close to the ground, or you open up your legs and try to go for it. Know that you can also do these with the wall behind you, okay? So if you move off your mat, utilize the wall, cool. Yeah, you can go through a second round of your handstand presses, whatever you want to do. Maybe it's just resting time for you. It's all about repetition and time. All right, we'll make our way back to the front. So we'll pivot, 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 pivot. Yeah, I kind of landed with my left leg wide so that we can start to work through our side planks. Yeah, So maybe you grab the leg, lower your right knee, right? You can do this all modified, doing the same thing. Or you work through your side planks, right? With your tree position legs. Maybe you tried that back bend one. And then we'll bring it back around. High to mid. Ooh. Upward facing. And exhale, child's pose. Oh. Take your little rest, take your little sips of water. Really nice job, everyone. Ooh. So we have one last standing piece to do. And then after that, we'll work completely from the ground. So if you're like, hey, Tracy, my legs are feeling, or sorry, my wrists are feeling trash because we just did a lot of work on the hands. We're pretty much almost done with that because I want to give us some time to work into some back bends from the ground, wheel positions, stuff like that. All right, just to keep with time, we'll move into our downward facing dog in 10 seconds. Get myself ready. All right, down dog in 3, down dog in 2, downward facing dog on 1. Now we're going to transition to the front of our mat one more time. Know that that's an opportunity to practice your handstand transitions towards the front. You know I like to bring them up every time. You can practice your hops, right, working through tuck positions. Or something I've been trying to train with people is doing their pike position. So starting with the legs close together, bending into your knees, thinking about zipping, zipping, zipping tight, push with straight legs, yeah? Sometimes you can play with push and trying to get up into your needle handstand, yeah? Have your exit strategies there and ready for you. It just takes, repetition. I had it there for a second. I know you guys saw it. I just love it because I feel like, you know, we see this like idealized picture of handstanding and all these advanced things online, but one of the most important things about getting those skills is just being an absolute fucking mess when you do it. Yeah, falling out is a part of getting into it, yeah? All right, so from the standing position at the top, don't really like that song. We're gonna start with our left leg lifting, yeah? Now this is where straps might come in handy for some of you, okay? With this sense of elevation and lift, either we stay right here, right? Working through some semblance of standing and balancing, or you grab your left big toe with your left side pointer and middle finger and extend the leg forward. Yeah? Padangusthasana A. We're trying to be square. Nice. Keep holding, pulling that left shoulder back. And then we'll open up into our Padangusthasana B. So out to the side, my right arm is reaching out to the side. Maybe you even look in the direction of your right hand. Nice. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Bring it back towards center. Bend into the knee. Let's lay the left ankle on your right thigh. Figure 4 chair position. Hands can stay where they're at. You can even work them towards heart center. Take a breath in. And with your exhale, fold over the right thigh. All right, hands can be on your blocks. They can be on the floor. You can really work your depth here. All right, we'll rebend into our front knee here, and I want you to grab one block, and I want you to place that block under your right hand. Lengthen out and create that space. You still have that figure 4 underneath you. Now try to undo it, swing that leg back behind you, and open up into your Ardha Chandrasana or half moon position. Nice, maybe you get light on that block. Good, you can turn it into Chapasana. So reaching for the inside of the ankle, kicking through the leg. Sometimes I like to grab a little bit lower on the ankle and really try to push. I almost like taking this into like needle. Wow, that's the most needliest I've seen my needle in a while. All right, we'll release, place your left foot down. Lick your wounds a little bit. Move through that leg. Woo! I've never heard this song before, but I'm fucking loving it. Save that to the old keep for laters. All right. We'll come back up to standing, shake that out a little bit. And we have to do all that shit on the other side. I don't know what to tell you. We're born with 2 sides, so I guess that's what we got to do, because yoga is all about symmetry, even though, like, who is even symmetrical? All right, right leg lifts, grabbing onto the right leg, working through your lifts a little bit, your hip flexor business. All right, and then we'll try to go for our Padangusthasana A. So right leg kicks forward, right? And all the while, I'm doing so many little like micro adjustments here. Like I'm plugging my right shoulder in. I'm really trying to think about pressing through this left leg long, like my butt is like clenched, activated, yeah? Left arm can reach up towards the sky, all right? Stay with me, stay with me. Padangusthasana B, let's take it out to the side. Good, outer butts. I know this can be a doozy for those glute meaties. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Let's bring it in. Right ankle on your left thigh. Figure 4 chair. I know the balance is balancing today. The left foot potentially on fire. Hands can be at heart. Breath in. And with your exhale, fold forwards. Really trying to go for some depth there while keeping your figure 4. All right, we'll lengthen out. That same block is there for you. Now it goes under your left hand, yeah? We'll press into it. untangle this right leg and push back, working into your Ardha Chandrasana or half moon. Now, drishti or gaze is very important here. Balance, it helps you when you're looking in one spot. Right? Maybe you worked your Chapasana. Nice. I kind of worked into that needle, so I'm going to grab deeper. Oh, I lost it. Okay, I got to try again. I had it so good on the other side. Oh. All right, right leg releases, lick your wounds a little bit. Oh my God. Ugh. Wow, 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 wow. Our counter for all of this is Malasana. Getting down into your hips. Amazing job, everyone. We did some shit today. Ooh. We'll take one last little breath here. And then we'll bring our bums down to the ground. Oh. And you can take your side to sides. All right. We'll make our way down to our backs. My friends that want to do restorative stuff, bring a block with you because we're going to work through our back bends, yeah? All right, so our level 1 is a block supported bridge. So lifting your hips just enough to slide a block underneath you, whatever level, low or medium. And this is a really great place to just reset, bring it together. If you're wanting to go for more, right, then you're opting for active. So no block, hips are up, yeah? You can even lift a little bit more through the heart space. A step beyond that is going into your wheel position. So while you're elevated here, taking your hands by your shoulders, right? Heels of my hands are facing the back. And then we push. You can take it onto the crown of the head or push through the arms all the way straight. The key is to breathe. Good, and when you're done, you're done. Good, everyone. And once you settle into that final space, we can hug our knees towards our chest. If you were still in your block-supported bridge, removing it. And we'll bring our knees towards our chest and just rock it out side to side. And then you can drop into a twist. Whatever feels really good to counter all those last things. Sometimes I like to make it kind of dynamic and do a little knee chase here. Knees to one side, knees to the other. Or sometimes you just need to intuitively listen to your body. And my body is like, if you don't straddle me out right now, I'm going to revolt. All right. We'll meet in a final position here and finish in our Shavasana. Taking soft breaths. Just witness any little pockets of tension that are left over. See if those spaces can soften. And we'll take one more breath here on our back. And starting to close out this little body ritual, maybe bringing knees towards your chest or stretching yourself out, whatever you need to do to eventually bring yourself up to a seat. And closing the circle, finishing the ritual, right? Reminding yourself of why you did this, for who you did this, even if it's as simple as I just needed this today. Friends, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your week, a beautiful rest of your Monday. And I hope I get to see you all again soon. Oh, man. You know that Shania Twain song, Man, I Feel Like a Woman? I don't know why that just popped into my head. Oh, you all did amazing. Yes. Great job, everyone. Thank you, Stephanie. Whoa, we did some things in there today. I did my final meditation to Bjork, All Is Full of Love. Made me want to cry. I love that song. Oh, DK, thank you. Nicolette, thank you. Oh, Sarah Hossie, you are a delight. It really makes me so happy to see you in class chatting with us. It means so much. All of you are amazing. So our schedule for the rest of the week, tomorrow I'm teaching Soho, so I'm doing my bar and my power. I'm always a little silly after class. Netta, you're so welcome. And then on Wednesday, I'll be doing our same time as this one, quick core class, right? So that one's exclusive for Patreon people. I'll be teaching for my Sony Pictures employees that evening. Thursday, we have beginners class. And then I'll be taking my husband to the airport that night. So he'll be heading home to Houston. And I'll be here, and I'm just gonna do some like Twitch streaming. It's been a while since I did some of that, and I've been playing Baldur's Gate and really, really enjoying it. So I gave myself a few weeks of playing so that I'm not a total ding dong, and I'm gonna stream it. Because it's fun, and all the characters are very attractive. So why not, why not see what's going on with everybody? And then if you can even believe it, next week is fucking Halloween, so. How did it happen? We were just hanging out. And it was just July, and now it is the end of October. So, what are you gonna do? What are you guys doing this week? What are your plans? Tell me about them. Tell me about them while I grab some of these songs I was really liking on here before they disappear. I definitely liked this one. This was cute. Oh my God, you're going to New Orleans, Sarah? I love that for you. Have the best time. Are you gonna hang out with them? I'm definitely gonna go to the LA show. That's a gimme. That's a gimme. Gimme, 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 gimme going. Yes, we're gonna kayak in the swamplands. I love that. Yes, no, we'll have to all get together and well, I know you're coming from down south, I'm coming from the north, so we'll just meet there. It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be such a blast. Eee! Have the best time in New Orleans. Yay! I'm wondering, should we make a day of it? Should we have dinner first, then go to the show? That would be really fun. It's at the shrine. What's near the shrine? I mean, everything's near the shrine because it's smack dab in the middle of everything. We'll have to figure it out. Hee 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 hee. Well, all right, my darlings. I know this sounds absolutely silly, but I want to go check on this praying mantis. So there's this like little water fountain right here, and it was like almost empty, and I was like, oh my God, I'm terrible. And I filled it up with water, and like suddenly this praying mantis like comes out, and he's floating on the water, and he's like, oh. So I like scooped him up and like put him on the edge of the fountain. I don't know if he's dead, but I want to check on the praying mantis. I will kiss pie for you, Nicolette. I'm gonna give her a big head grab, nose smooch. I know. Poor praying mantis. He wasn't looking, he or she, whatever it is, wasn't looking great. So I don't know if they're dead. If they are, maybe I'll have a little praying mantis funeral. I know. Oh. I have never seen one in our backyard, so I was like really excited because I'm trying to create more of like a fun ecosystem out here. There aren't really a lot of like flowering, blooming plants around, so I want to make some more like pollinaty plants. So the fact that there's some praying mantises around, I'm like, oh, I want to hang out. Miss Marmalade is here. Of course Marmalade is here. Send Marmalade a big kiss from me. Yeah. Well, I'm sweet. I think you're sweet. Yeah, we'll check on the praying mantis. I'll update everybody, but I don't think it'll be great. Done. Yes, instant gratification. All right, my loves, I'll let you get to your Monday. Thanks for starting it off with me. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. So grateful you all joined me, and I can't wait to see you next week. All right. Love you all so much, and I'll see you next time.